Okay, so the next coolest thing to happen online in the business space has to be apps. And it's probably the area that everyone's falling behind on. Realistically, everybody should have an app. It's the kind of thing that increases your consumer engagement like exponentially. It gets your business really thriving in the pockets of your customers. People can't get their head around it because they're like, oh, why will people download my app? I need a reason, that sort of stuff. And the reality is the reason you haven't thought about it yet. It's not obvious to you because you don't live in app land. But all of these apps that you use on the daily, whatever it is that you're using apps for, maybe you're not a big app person, but I can tell you there's a huge amount of us that use apps. And whatever it is you're using apps for, there's a way that it works for your business and there's a way that it makes sense. And I agree, just having a kind of dumb app that just lists your services on it, well, there's not much point doing that because you can just do that on your website, right? But once you go past the point of someone picking a service, you're moving into now the process of that client and how they interact with you. So for example, if it's a product, well, it's tracking the product, it's adding a product, it's getting people to come back for more products, it's lodging a fault or lodging a claim or asking customer service a question. It could be that you want your clients to be able to become members. It might not be something that you currently offer, it might be an extension of your offering that your clients would enjoy. Maybe you're a sneaker company, you specialize in basketball sneakers, and you would love to be able to allow when people buy your sneakers that they have access to a members area to allow them to share photos regarding basketball or scores regarding basketball, or maybe they get ongoing discounts because they're a member. There could be a thousand reasons why or what you could do with members that join your app. But you don't have to think of them as members. They don't have to join. You could just be an app that anyone can download and use. Or maybe there is a membership and there's some benefits that come with it. Or maybe you're charging for your membership. Maybe the membership has a fee. Maybe you're allowing people to book a service through the app, to book in for an online consultation that can only happen through the app, for example. Maybe there's plans. Maybe you have different priced plans that allow people to access different parts of the app depending what plan they're on. Maybe you're going to deliver a course through the app. So there's literally hundreds of things that we can connect to your app infrastructure. The thing you need to decide first is, do I want my website system to also be an app system? And I think more times than not, I would be answering, hell yeah, I do. Because apps are incredibly powerful and so much more convenient. The world is now more mobile than it has ever been, and people like to do things in their hand in an instant. So this service is about building your website as also an app, and it's about making sure that they're synced. So whatever you change on your website changes on your app. Whatever you change on your app changes on your website. And creating a listing on the App Store, getting your app listed, managing that listing process, creating the core app technology that all of the other app features are going to plug into. So we list each of the app technologies separately on the Pro Desk to allow you to buy each of the separate features that you deem necessary for your app. What's included straight out of the box is the content from your website being in the app, but all of the extra functionality, aka online bookings, or online courses, or charging per view for videos, All of those features, they're all the technologies that can get added to the admin area of your app and website. So there's separate technologies that you're purchasing, and those technologies that we have will work both on your website and on your app. So those separate services are for the individual technologies and the individual functional elements that you can buy separately. But no matter which of those you buy, if you have the app set up and you have a website developed with us, they will automatically sync across both platforms. So the app that we're going to build for you will allow you, or will allow your customers to access all of the tech, the interactive stuff from your website. So it's essentially the members area. It's essentially when someone logs in as a member, what can they do? Or you don't have to make them log in. It can be that everyone's just downloads the app and starts using it, or you can have it that they log in. But either way, you can have information or pages gated depending on whether they're logged in or logged out, or whether they're a certain kind of member or another kind of member, or whether they're paid or unpaid. There's all this kind of logic that we can decide on with you. But what we're building is the app system, and then that app system allows you to access all of the different member tools. Which tools you use is up to you. You purchase those separately with us, and we set those up individually depending on which ones you buy. But you'll be able to access all of those through this initial app setup that we do for you. That's what this service is that you're buying now. And just to confirm, the look of your app will look exactly like this app that you're in right now. So the ProDesk app uses the same technology that we'll be using for your app. So there isn't, while we can customize the colors and we can change the look and feel in terms of adding your logo and whatnot, and there are some different ways we can lay things out. This app service is about getting a functional app that allows your users to interact with you. It's not about building a fully customized app from scratch like Uber, for example. It's not about creating a highly complex and customized apps that, for example, make music or games or things like that. This is about allowing your customers to become members of your brand and do functional things like make bookings, do courses, set meetings with you. You can hold events both online and offline. There's all these different tools that you have available that we can plug in, but the interface will look exactly like this interface that you're on now, only branded with your colors and your schemes, and the content will obviously be your content.